video is for junior high history. We're looking at the highlights from pages 293 to page 300. So page 293, People and Islands. Highlight, our header there, Puerto Rico. And we've got a little fun fact there. Puerto Rico is the only part of the United States that Columbus actually visited. And he visited there on November 19th, 1493. Under United States citizens, highlight these underlined words. Puerto Ricans became citizens of the United States. So Puerto Rico is not a state. There have been several measures put forth for people to vote and decide if they want to be a state, but each time they voted it down. So they are a territory, and they fall under the jurisdiction of the United States. They have rights and privileges of United States citizens, but they're not technically a state. Towards the bottom of the second column on page 293, right next to the picture, highlight San Juan, the capital. So you're going to want to know that with Puerto Rico. Turning to page 294, highlight Jamaica. And highlight Jamaica's name means Island of Springs. You don't need to know the part that it comes from an old Arawak Indian word. You just need to know the name means Island of Springs. And this is because there are over 120 rivers and streams flowing from the mountains down to the coast. Under Resources and Industries, highlight Jamaica is also one of the world's largest producers of bauxite, an ore used for making aluminum. You will want to know that. On the second column, underneath where it says British Commonwealth, so almost it's the very last thing about Jamaica, just before it says Hispaniola, highlight Kingston is the capital city. Kingston is the capital city. All right, then we have Hispaniola, the home of Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Just under that, highlight the largest or second largest island in the West Indies, Hispaniola. So you want to know its name and that it's the second largest island in the West Indies. Underneath that, highlight the second time that it has Haiti in bold. So it says Haiti in the Dominican Republic. Underneath that, highlight that Haiti. And then highlight the underlined words under that. It is the second oldest independent nation in the Western Hemisphere. It comes only after the United States. Towards the top of page 295, highlight Port-au-Prince. And note that that is the capital city of Haiti. So Port-au-Prince, the capital city. Haiti is kind of a unique place. Most of the Haitians are descendants of African slaves that the French brought over to work their plantations there. The official languages are French and Haitian Creole. And Creole is basically it's French, but it's been mixed in with various African dialects. So they have kind of their own language there. And they also practice voodoo, which is a religion of sorcery and charms. They pull in some kind of random Christian elements as well. It's all mixed up stuff that originated in Africa. Sadly, it is also one of the poorest nations in the world. Many of the people there live in deep, deep poverty. Next, highlight the Dominican Republic. Highlight the underlined words. It's the most mountainous country of the West Indies. And then highlight the highest peak in the West Indies, Pico Duarte. You will want to know that. Pico Duarte, the highest peak in the West Indies. And then at the very bottom of that column, just above the map, highlight Santo Domingo, the capital and largest city. So you want to know that Santo Domingo is the capital of the Dominican Republic. On the second column of page 295, highlight the Bahama Islands. Just under that, highlight the Bahamas is probably the place where Columbus first landed in the New World. We can't really know for sure because they didn't exactly have any maps at that time, and it wasn't really called the Bahamas at the time, but that is likely where he first landed. Turning to page 296. Top of the column, find the underlined words, the capital and largest city, and the bold word Nassau. Highlight that. Capital and largest city of the Bahamas is Nassau. Right, on to our next section, the Virgin Islands. See a map of them down there. We've got the U.S. Virgin Islands in orange and the British Virgin Islands. So part of them are U.S. territory, part are British. On page 297, about halfway down the second column, under the islands today, find there's St. Croix, St. John, St. Thomas in bold. Skip the underlined portions after that, and then find the U.S. Virgin Islands is the only United States possession where people drive on the left side of the road. The U.S. Virgin Islands is the only United States possession where the people drive on the left side of the road. Okay, turning the page, no highlights on page 298. On page 299, find the Windward Islands. And just under that, find Grenada. Highlight that Grenada is sometimes called the Isle of Spice. It's called the Isle of Spice. The reason for this, highlight its leading world role in producing nutmeg. It produces other spices as well, but nutmeg is the biggest one. Nutmeg production is even honored on Grenada's flag with a yellow and brown nutmeg design. So they grow a lot of nutmeg. You can see the picture down there of the workers in Grenada peeling the covering from the nutmeg. So what the nutmeg basically is, it's like the like a pit inside of a berry. So you have to peel out the outside, and then the pits get dried, and that is the nutmeg that we use for baking and various things. Next, on the second column of page 299, find Barbados. Highlight Barbados lies the farthest east of all the West Indian Islands. You will want to know that for Barbados. All right, and that's the last of our highlights for this reading today. Make sure that you do your homework. Let me know if you have any questions, and you can reach out to me at any time. Also, make sure that you're studying your presidents. You are going to need to say those in a video, not next week, but the week after. So make sure you're getting ready for those. Have a great day.